Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. On this channel we talk about all things positive within your fandom. If that's something that appeals to you, you've come to the right place and we are so happy to have you here. Now that being said, today is Saturday and we've got to talk a little bit about this lawsuit that people are addressing in several videos and news articles dealing with Superman. So let's get into this. Okay, so no doubt by now, if you've been following the Superman movie by James Gunn, you've heard about this lawsuit. This lawsuit by the creators of Superman, at least by one half of the Superman creators, that is threatening the release of Superman. Oh, Superman is in big trouble. James Gunn's entire DCU is in big trouble. Everything that you know about the DCU is about to go down the drain. And now that we've got that over, all of that is false. I'm here to break down exactly what is going on with this lawsuit because a lot of misinformation is out there. A lot of people telling you that this is the end, that James Gunn's Superman is over, that it's done, that it's never coming out, that this is DC's biggest problem right now. Warner Brothers is over and you can count on it. All of that is completely 100% false, and we're going to talk about it. According to Variety, Superman's creator's estate sues DC and Warner Brothers over foreign copyrights ahead of James Gunn's reboot. The estate of Superman co-creator Joe Shuster sued DC Comics and Warner Brothers on Friday, seeking to invalidate the company's copyrights in several foreign markets. The suit revives a long-running dispute that was last addressed by the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeal in 2013. The court rejected Shuster's estate's attempt to cancel the Superman copyright, finding that Shuster's sister had signed away his termination right after his death in 1992. In the new case, the state's attorney, Mark Torbanoff, and I'm sorry if I mispronounced his name, asserts claims under copyright laws in the UK, Canada, Ireland, and Australia. The suit comes months before Warner Brothers Discovery will release Superman this summer, relaunching the franchise and starting the planned cinematic universe of DC characters. Now, Shuster and Jerome Siegel created Superman and sold the rights for $130 in 1938, according to Variety, and this is actually fact. Siegel died in 1996. The heirs of both creators have sought to reclaim the rights since then. Torbanoff has been involved in the effort since 2001. DC sued him in 2010, accusing him of seeking to enrich himself by wrongfully working with the creators' estates to wrestle control over Superman. The company ultimately prevailed in a 2-1 ruling in the Ninth Circuit. Now, Torbanoff argues that the complaint in the previous litigation was limited to the termination rights under the U.S. Copyright Act and does not affect the estate's overseas copyrights. The suit states that under those copyrights in the UK and other countries, well, they just can't release it. Here is the thing about that I want to talk about, because a lot of people forget that all the way back when the Christopher Reeve movie came out, there was a lawsuit. That's right. They tried to sue them then. And the movie still came out. And then all the way back when Zack Snyder had his Man of Steel movie, they sued them then. That's right, they sued them then too. So guess what? The movie still came out. Some adjustments were made, of course. They actually settled out of court to make sure that the movie could get released. They do this all the time. This is Hollywood normality. This is just the way Hollywood works. If a creator owns something and they want to gain more profit, they use that as leverage. They use it as leverage, and sometimes that results in a little bit of money-hungry lawsuits such as this one. Creators of comic books were long sort of put down upon. They were kind of beaten down by the comic book industry. It's no secret that they were kind of swindled, if you will, out of their creations and not paid what their creations were worth. Nowadays, if you created a character like this, you would actually be getting a profit for the rest of your life. Every time that this character was in some sort of media, you would get a profit. Back in the day, this was not the norm. This just didn't happen. Well, that's kind of where this lawsuit comes into play. So that's where this lawsuit happens, is that one half of the Superman's creators, the one that is, actively trying to do this, they don't want the movie not to come out. That's right. They have no intention of allowing the Superman movie to be shelved and never seen again. They have no desire to do that at all. Do you want to know why they don't? Because it's called money. They need the money, they want the money, and they will get the money. And that's the bottom line. So you can look at this as a good thing. The good thing is that the creator is going to get paid. So whether you believe that the Superman character belongs to the creators or it belongs to DC and the creators don't deserve anything, this is actually a good thing all the way around. This is a win-win. Not only do they get to continue, but the creators actually get a portion of the profits the way they deserve to. So it's not that bad of a thing. And DC, of course, has said they're going to fight this, but how far are they going to fight it? The movie is scheduled to come out in July, and I guarantee you it's not going to be delayed. This movie will come out, and it will come out exactly the way it is intended to come out. That is just a fact. Now, why do this if they already want the movie to come out? Couldn't they just go to a meeting and get this out of the way? Well, of course they could, but DC would close them down right away, as is their right too. Because if you're a big corporation and you own the rights to something, whether or not you got this by some nefarious means all the way back in the day when artists weren't really the controllers of their own art, or whether you are actually in present day and you got it the right way and the artist just happens to want a piece of the pie. If you can avoid giving them a bigger piece of the pie, then of course you're going to do that. That is just the nature of the beast. So what we have here is sort of a situation where they are going to get what they want. They're going to get what they want. They're going to get a portion of the profits. This happened before, and if another Superman movie, whether it be a sequel, a prequel, an animated movie that's major enough to get theatrical releases all the way around the world, it will happen again. This has happened several times. Lawsuits are used by Hollywood to make sure that the people that want the money are getting the money. You can actually look to the MCU. The Black Widow star Scarlett Johansson actually sued Marvel before the release of the Black Widow movie. But do you think the Black Widow movie was delayed or didn't come out at all? No. And do you think that she didn't want this movie to come out? No, she actually wanted it to come out. This has happened time and time again throughout Hollywood history. If the Hollywood people own a project and the creator wants a piece of that pie, they're going to do everything they can to get it. This in no way will end up hurting the Superman film at all. So you're hearing all of these reports that this is going to end the DCU before it begins. That James Gunn is over. Hashtag fire James Gunn. Hashtag bring back Zack Snyder. Hashtag fire everyone and bring in someone new. Or my personal favorite, and let's start this hashtag right now. Hashtag fire James Gunn, keep him as a sidekick to yours truly, talking fandom and such. I know that's a long hashtag, but I think we can make it work. Now here's the thing about that, friends. No matter who's making this film, whether it's James Gunn, whether it's Zack Snyder, whether it's yours truly, we can expect that if it's getting a theatrical release, you will get sued by the creators who want that bigger piece of the pie. And yes, the studio will pay to have this happen. This movie will not suffer. This movie will not be delayed. This movie will continue on exactly the way it is. So every single one of these YouTubers that you're hearing talking about this, who are saying it's the end, who are all doom and gloom, who are all restore the Snyderverse, who are all, this wouldn't have happened under Zack Snyder, but it did. You see, no matter who's doing this, the result is going to be the same. And as long as Hollywood continues to make a Superman movie, you can expect the same results. It is always settled out of court, usually, and if it's not, it is brought aboard to a courtroom where they iron it out there. Now, whether or not the true creator gets a profit from this or not would remain to be seen, but they are not going to risk it delaying the movie. The creator don't want that, and neither does DC. So when you're thinking about this, I want you to think about it that way. What's more profitable? For them to get this lawsuit approved and never see a dime because the movie gets canceled because they don't have a big enough release? Or do you think that they will actually get to sue them because the movies get released everywhere? What's more profitable for the creator? And once you figure that out, once you think about that situation, about the fact that the creator doesn't want to delay the film, the creator doesn't want to destroy the film, they want the money, then the answer is clear. This is not the end of the Superman movie. It will come out, and it will come out on time. But that being said, I want to know what you guys think about this entire situation. Do you think that the Superman creators have a right to this money for the distribution all the way across the world? Or do you think that because they sold their rights long ago, whether they were swindled out of them or not, that they don't deserve this at all, and they should just stop suing them after every single Superman project is announced? As always, we want to hear what you guys think, so make sure you are leaving us that comment in the comment box below, letting us know what you think. Don't forget to share this video with all of your friends. They're going to want to be a part of this crazy conversation as well. And then don't forget to hit that like button. It's free, it helps the channel, and we really do appreciate it. And Miko says we need more subscribers, and look at this face. You don't want to disappoint Miko. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell while you're down there so you don't miss a single video we do. And then friends, at the end of the day, I know it, you know it, and Miko knows it. Fandom is family.